Have a good one, everyone. Have some fun.
AIA Vitality. Your health is every choice you make. We are part of a global wellness program with over 1.65 million members in AIA across Asia. And in Singapore, we have more than 100,000 members on AIA Vitality. Members live healthier by knowing their health through online health assessments and screenings. They improve their health by logging exercises and enjoying the rewards to keep them going. And indeed, members are making improvements in their health. Even the vitality age gap has narrowed to less than a year. Best of all, you earn points for every activity. The higher your status, the greater the rewards, including up to 15% off insurance premium on selected AIA plans. To keep you going, there is the weekly fitness challenge, with personalized targets to help pace and improve your fitness. When you complete the challenge, you get a spin on the Vitality Wheel to earn Vitality Coins, which you can use at the marketplace. That's not all. You also earn AIA Vitality Points for completing these activities. And very soon, you'll be on your way to Platinum status. And we sweeten the deal further with many exciting partner benefits that you can enjoy. With AIA Vitality, nothing gets better than a healthier you. So get onto AIA Vitality today, because your health is every choice you make.
It's fourth versus fifth as Hougang United take on Balestier Khalsa live from the Hougang Stadium in the AIA Singapore Premier League tonight, with the hosts looking to bounce back from a 1-0 defeat to the Lion City Sailors last time out. Balestier, though, they go into this game off the back of 3 defeats in a row. 2 of those, the last 2 games, were 4-1 defeats against Albrechts Niigata and Lion City Sailors. So that means it's a must-win game for Mirko Kraljevic and his side if they have aspirations to finish higher in the league table than where they are at the moment. However, 3 points here for Hougang will move them level on points with Lion City Sailors and keep them in touch with Tampines and Albrechts at the top of the table. It's all to play for at the Hougang Stadium, and it's coming very, very soon. But first, let's just get down to pitch side, where we managed to catch up with the 2 coaches a little bit earlier, Clement Teo and also Mirko Kraljevic.
Coach, with the team not winning in your last 2 matches, was the 2-week break a good opportunity to regroup and become stronger for today's game?
Naturally, yeah. I mean, it has been a great 2 weeks. We have worked on a lot of minor details on things that we need to improve on, need to do, or even need to work harder on it. So, a good break.
You beat this Balestier side 1-0 when you met earlier this season. So what kind of approach can we expect from your team today?
I mean, Balestier is never an easy team to play against. You know, they will always give teams problems, challenges where we need to keep on changing and keep on looking at the tactical aspects of what they do. I mean, overall, they are definitely not an easy team to play against. But of course, naturally, we as opponent, we need to do everything to the best of our abilities on what we have trained over the past 2 weeks.
Coach, tough run of form from the team recently. How has the mood been among the players ahead of today's match?
Meaning playing against top teams, you know, it was difficult. But boys working very hard, trying very hard to match. But it was game. I'm happy with some part of the game. Of course, when you're losing, we need to improve, and then it was very tough. But this mood is good, you know. Everybody looking forward for this game, and then everything is good.
The side lost 1-0 when you played Hougang earlier this season. What areas do you think you all need to improve on when you look at that performance?
I'm meaning from well, first looking for our performance. You know, we need to strengthening our defense. You know, we conceded too many goals in the last 2 games, and this is area we need to improve. We need to first focus on keep clean sheet, and this is our first target for this game.
So a big game for both sides for differing reasons. You heard Mirko Krolovic there just turning around and saying he wanted things to be a little bit tighter. As mentioned, 2 4-1 defeats in their last 2 games means that there will be a little change, and we'll bring you those very shortly. That being said, though, of course, last night there were a couple of games. There was the Tanjong Pagar versus Young Lions that just got disrupted because of the weather, and a 2-2 draw between Tampines Rovers and Albirex Niigata means that those two stay at the top of the table. It's Tampines that just leapfrog Lion City Sailors into second place on 18 points, but Albirex sitting pretty at the top on 21. Well, the Lion City Sailors will be playing Geylang International. That game will be concurrent with this one, as the two sides are almost set to come out and take to the field of play. Well, we can see the officials just making their way out, so that's a clear indication that the sides and the teams will be making their way. So, of course, with the new lockdown being put in place by the Singapore government, or the tweak to the rules, as it were, back to groups of 5, it means that the fans won't be allowed in the stadium. They have been taken away from the fray, so we are behind closed doors here at Hougang, as there is the officials heading to the centre of the pitch, and the two sides will do so as well. It's Balestier over to our left-hand side, being led out, of course, by Zaiful Nizam, the skipper, who's been a skipper for a good few years now, the goalkeeper, the veteran and national team player. Definitely one to watch, as is Saim Zuzul, the number 10, creating lots of opportunities for his side. Just needs to score a few more goals. I'm sure he'd be the first to admit that, as we look at Lionel Tan leading out this Hougang side. Well, they're in the mix. There's no question or doubt about that. They do have the experience. They do have the quality on the bench as well. So there's definitely all to play for here for Hougang. Could be a very big 3 points if they were to win today, particularly if the Lion City Sailors slip up. So both sides all set to go as they line up just to say hello to everybody, and then we'll have the fist pumps all the way down the line, again socially distanced. But of course, life has to go on, and that is one good thing that's happening here in Singapore, is that the Professional Football League, the AIA SPL, is going on. Gives the opportunity for people to tune in at home and around the world, and we hope that you're tuning in and will enjoy this game. Should be interesting. There's no question about that, because on their day, Balestier can upset anybody. Ahmad Al-Khassar is the referee. Actually a FIFA referee, as you can see there from the badge on his top, but he's doing the under-16 AFC Championships not that long ago in Mongolia, so has lots and lots of experience. He will be the man that will take charge for today's game. So it's Hougang that make 5 changes to the side that lost 5-1. 1-0, sorry, last time out to Lion City Sailor. Most importantly, the leading goal scorer, Tomoyuki Doi, is back in the starting lineup. It was his goal in the 63rd minute that separated these two sides earlier on in the season. 11 goals so far. He will be looking to add to that tally. Hafiz and Kishan Phillips will come into the middle of the park, whilst two changes in defence sees Nazrul Nazari and Mohaimin come in for only their second and third appearance of the season. Balestier, well, they make just two changes as they look to break a three-game losing streak. Having lost their last two games 4-1, Marco's decided to change the formation to a 4-4-2 as well to keep things tighter at the back and to try and get more goals. With that, Suhei Hosino, who won the top scorer of the league award in 2018, is recalled to partner Zuzul up front. The other change sees Akil Yazid come in for his fourth start of the season, but eyes will be firmly focused on captain Zaiful Nizam, who only has 2 clean sheets so far this season, and he's second in the goalkeepers charts for the most saves with 34 so far. Clemenceau then, he is in charge of this Hougang side. We heard from him earlier on, appreciated the break as it gave him time to get his side galvanised and together and out there on the training pitch and training field working to make sure that they're ready for today's game. So we're almost all set to go here, and it is going to be Balestier in the white shirts kicking from left to right that will get us going. Marko Kraljevic, well, played football in Hong Kong before making a name for himself here in Singapore. And it is the whites that get us underway. Amir with that long ball forwards, easily dealt with though. Easy. Bruncevic just helps it on. That's broken nicely. Hazwan looks to chase it down, and well, it means that Ridwan had to come and clear his lines. So an opportunity for Kraljevic to launch a long one into the box. Just go a little bit longer, it loops in. Easily defended back there though from Nazrul. Again, anywhere will do at the moment as they try to keep things tight. This time it's short. A little flick there from Hoshino. Held back in from Hazwan. Danger not clear yet though. Hoshino. Does well to retain possession and keep the ball. Gil just cool and calm. Plays it back to Zaiful. A little bit of a mistake there from Yamazaki. Jumped early but did just get a nick on it, so Hoshino and Balestier that win the throw. There's one looking for the free kick there. Felt that's gone through the back of him. Zuzul. Lovely bit of skill from him. Hazwan breaks into the box, pulls it back. Hoshino lays it off. Zuzul! There you go. Straight away, within 2.5 minutes, we have a goal. Sime Zuzul in the right place at the right time for his third of the season. Cool, calm finish from him, but what a start that is for Balestier. He starts it all off over here. That lovely little flick back inside, and Hazwan gets to the byline, cuts it back. Hoshino puts it on a plate then for Zuzul. And it's gone through a lot of bodies, which meant Ridwan couldn't see it. And an early goal here at Hougang for Balestier is exactly what Marko Kraljevic will have wanted. Well, it's an early goal that will settle the nerves and it will help Balestier. Hougang, they need to regroup quickly. Good, big, strong challenge coming in there. No nonsense defending. And again, no nonsense defending. Lionel Tan helps it over the top, but this time, Bruncevic makes no mistake. Hafiz. It's a big, long one that's played to the back. Idraki. Mohamed tries to get the cross in, wins the corner. So that's the first corner of the game. Chance for the big guns to come forwards. Zaki Baliev, of course. He's in there, as is Lionel Tan. Ball's played deep and it's just flicked away in the end from, was that Bruncevic? Looked like it. No damage done. So Zeifel will be able to get us back underway. Looks for Hoshino. Easily won though by Lionel Tan. Hafiz brought into the middle of the park there to be industrious. The 30-year-old making his 6th appearance of the season. Again, has the experience because he played in Thailand and of course played for JDT too as well. Helped on from Idraki. And he is again chasing it down. Little trick tries to turn past Gareth Lowe, but it's going to be a throw in. Mohamed delivers a decent ball in, just over the top. Well, Tomoyuki Doi again in the right place at the right time, but just got underneath that. Well, that's how important he is to this Hougang side. Makes a fantastic run in the box, just gets ahead of his man, and not a million miles away. That's his 37th shot of the season. And going into this game, that would have been 36. 24 on target. That's quite a big figure and quite a big percentage, but it just shows you that the Japanese lad up front knows how to hit the target, and that's important. Baliev just playing it wide. That was a miscontrol. Draki Adnan just letting it go under his foot. A little bit disappointing as Hougang are looking to try and push forwards. This is all with the knockdown. A little bit scrappy at the moment, both sides conceding possession. Doi putting himself in there, stepping into the role now is Yamazaki. Yamazaki from range! And that's a mistake in goal from Saiful Nizam. It looked as though he had it covered. Looks as though he's pushed that into the back of his own net. But Yamazaki has squared things up here. Time, space, nobody goes to close him down. And you see Saiful dive, he goes underneath the ball and it hits the back of the net. Yamazaki with his first goal of the season, and what an important one that is to bring Hougang level. So within the first 10 minutes, we've had 2 goals. Are we in for a goal fest? It could certainly look that way. Nazrul. And he is again. Waits for support. Here is the goal scorer, Yamazaki. Bit buoyed with confidence from that strike. Sloppy goal to concede though from Balestier. Lovely work as Maimin tried to go on the overlap, and Draki couldn't get it to him, and there's a little tug on the shirt there, and the referee wants to have a quiet word. There he is. Definitely a mistake, though, you have to say. In goal from Saiful Nizam. Ashino with a little layoff. It is again. Just clip forwards. Has the flag gone up? Yes, the flag's gone up. It looked as though it was a half-decent angle as well there that Krajcek has created for himself. Pulled into that wide area. Ball hoisted forwards. Iraqi looking to chase everything down. Straight up in the air because of the challenge, and we can't really do too much with it. As a referee trying to keep it in play but losing out. The goal scorer, Yamazaki, keeps it simple. Mohamed just gets caught from behind. Just a little ticking off there for Puvan. Was Mohamed that got caught. But a chance again for Hougang to throw one in the box. They let to go down the side, and in the end, not wanting to take any chances was Hoshino. Cleared his lines. Balestier look to try and play their way out. Close down quickly. Yet again, Yadraki putting pressure on the ball there. Well, it was the perfect start for Marco, and you could see there the frustration when that goal went in. Good closing down. Nazrul making sure that Hoshino didn't have the time and space. Kajic over the top, looking for Hazwan. Just muscled out of it though by Lionel Tan. It's Puvan. Gareth Lowe, decent ball in. Not the best touch there from Hoshino. Was just waiting for some support to come. Long throw, looking for the run from Maffel, who'd broken forwards from midfield. Better from Hougang. And the flag went up with the ball that was played through. Tomoyuki Doi, of course, was the main intended target. Krajic. Oh, something happened off the ball there. There's the shot count. It was, of course, Tomoyuki Doi that fired one over the top as well. Well, the referee coming across now to have a little word here. It is Zuzul that's having a little bit of a telling off with Lionel Tan. Nice little flick inside. Hafiz keeps possession. Nazrul out wide. Kishon delivers. It's a decent ball as well. It's just too high though. Falasman had broke forwards from the middle of the park. Just couldn't get on the end of it. As it is, it's cleared for a corner. Here it is again. Lovely footwork and nice bit of skill there from Kishon. So another corner for Hougang. Everybody's left it. Doi couldn't get on the end of it. It's held back in from Hafiz. It's a high looping one that is easy and comfortable for Saiful in goal. Big long punt down the field as well. Kajic has options ahead of him. Decent ball fired in and Lionel Tan just clears his lines. Good defending that. Knew exactly where Sime Zuzul was. Had to be in the right place to defend. There'll be more pressure coming now from Balestier. Little flick on, finds its way to Zuzul in the end. Nice ball floated back in, but not dealt with properly. Mahaimin got caught under the ball. A little bit of time and space. Kajic getting the shot away, but a good block. Runzovic is staying forwards, the centre back for Balestier, so there is some height in there. Here's Zuzul. Ball had just gone out of play. So that's going to be a goal kick, harmlessly behind. Clementio just in front of us, not happy there, just telling everybody to calm down. Not more so than his goalkeeper Ridwan. Again, it's another opportunity for Balestier to push forwards and get forwards with numbers. They do have the height there as well. Let's see what kind of ball is played in as we approach the 20-minute mark. Held up and looped in. Shino with the ball forwards, bouncing, bobbling around. Runcevic got his head there, but now the counter-attack's definitely on. Idraki has time and space and has numbers as well, pouring forwards. One of them is Kishon. Kishon tries to slip it through. It's a lovely ball as well. Just a little bit too much for Idraki to get on the end of. Lovely counter-attack though there from Hougang. Now it's Balestier's turn to push forward. Zuzul skips past the challenge, breaks into the box. Zuzul, well, just tried to find the runner, and that runner was Puvan at the edge, but just couldn't get there. Solid defending from Hafiz, who tracked all the way back in there. It's a corner for Balestier. Marco just down in front of us. Marko Kraljevic just telling his players to get ready to go and get that second ball. Let's see what the quality of delivery is. There are some big boys in there. Drilled in, the little nick on. Bit of space, has one. And he has one goal already this season and saw the white sticks and thought he'd have a go, but got right underneath that one. Just didn't get the contact that he would have wanted. Well, it'll be that will clear his lines by the looks of things. That's his defenders to push up a little bit. 34-year-old gets right through the ball this time. Hyman nicely helped on. Udraki has bodies there in the box, and one of them's at the far post. Kishon does well to retain possession. In the end, no nonsense defending from Saiful Nizam. Just puts his foot straight through the ball. Keeps his side under a little bit of pressure, but it wasn't the best back pass to him, to be fair. Launched clear by Runcevic. Zuzul adjudged to have just arched his back there. Can tell you that the Lion City Sailors have just taken the lead against Geylang International. Plazabat in the 22nd minute is the difference there. There's that challenge. And he did just stand there. Lionel Tam went and attacked the ball. It does happen to defenders, that. Fired forwards on the diagonal. Not a bad ball at all. Having a busy time at the moment. Idraki Adnan. Well, the former under-19 international. Been very, very busy so far. 22-year-old looks very lively. Marco's still moaning about the foul that was given to Lionel Tan there from Zuzor. Another corner fired in. Well, it's the height advantage of Balestier that managed to clear their lines, but not far enough. Another opportunity to throw one in. Draki has to go back. Naimin, reverse ball. Hafiz making the run in beyond the defenders. Yamazaki, decent ball in. Just looking for Tomoyuki Doi. Just couldn't find him. Well, saying that they went for the ball. Players will always say that. Hafiz is the one that's going to be talked to about that. As we have a quick water break. Saying he went for the ball. So the two sides bring themselves over, and it'll give the coaches the opportunity to have a little quiet word with them as well. Pretty hard to say who's been on top, but you would have to say that it's Hougang that are in the ascendancy. Here we go. These are the goals. Nice, comfortable little finishing. Again, we could probably say Ridwan was to blame there. It went straight through him. And then this one, Yamazaki pulling the trigger with the equaliser on 9 minutes. Saiful Nizam should have had that one. So a chance to put yet another ball into the box. Been a little bit bitty with the fouls from Hougang so far in the game, but they do look the side more lightly at the moment. Will that change after the water break? Chino with a header. However, it's broken now for Kishon. Pushes it forward and tries to go, and easily defended by Akil. Amir, who'd stayed forwards, had to put that challenge in. Oh, very little in that, really. Faisal penalised, though. Being a bit overzealous trying to win the ball. Mohamed. Time, space, moves into it. Deflected behind again. Here's that pressure coming from Hougang. Can they make one of these corners count? A little chat with Marco before the game. Very much looking forward to this and the remainder of the season. Thinks that this could be the start of the turning point for them. Corner played into the near post. It's been flicked on and it's gone in. Was it an own goal, or did Lionel Tan get on the end of it? Well, they elected this time not to go deeper. They played it into that near post area. It is Lionel Tan that got on the end of it. Did him a slight disservice earlier. There are a lot of shirts, a lot of bodies there, but it's the skipper that comes up big. Scores his second goal of the season. Nice little glanced header into that far corner. Hougang now in front. Can Balestier sort themselves out and stop the threats? That's the big thing. We heard Marco before the game talking about the importance of defending. There's confirmation. It was Lionel Tan that attacked the ball and got the contact. 8 goals they conceded in their last 2 games. They've only conceded 15 all season, but 8 of them in the last 2 is not good enough. Chance here, Zizou. Zizou plays it wide, has one. Time and space, has one! Well, was looking for that far corner, but just pulled his shot. Great opportunity there to equalise. Good play, good move as well. Zizou playing it wide and has one trying to pick out that far corner. Just inches away. So Ridwan will get things going again. Hougang International have equalised. Moesh in the 27th minute, so it's all happening over there as well. As here, Bishan a hotbed, and so is Hougang. Ball just gone out of play. A little nudge in the back from Akil. Very tough for a defender when a forward player is moving back towards their own goal there, and just that little nudge was a little bit too much. Doi wins the throw in. Well, Marco not happy. Fortunately, I can't hear him because I've got my headphones on, but I'm sure it was rather amusing. Doesn't look happy, does he? That little flick on from Kishan goes straight into the arms of the keeper, so no problems there. Lovely, lovely touch there from Hoshino. And he wins the free kick. Wants to get on with things quickly. Runcevic. Has one. Helps that on, and he's let it go. Zuzul's 3 on goal here. Checks back. Is the contact? There definitely looked like there was contact there. Penalty not given. Wow, that sliding tackle came in. All the Balestier players are around the referee. No penalty awarded. Zuzul has stayed down. Let's have a look at this again. Lovely, lovely play. Just checks back. Was the contact?
My name is Darwin, not A. Okay, Darwin, please come down. Yeah, please, with respect, I will respect you, okay? You get your name, okay? Please come down. You don't get my name, okay?
Well, there's a little bit of drama going on down here on the side of the bench. Some of the coaching staff not happy on the Balestier bench that wasn't given. Long throw. Danger hooked away and cleared by Naufal. Kishan trying to just skip past the challenge. Wins the throw in. You can see in the background, nearly 34 minutes gone. It's been action-packed and end-to-end, to be fair. We've had penalty shout, we've had a couple of goals, and we've had quite a bit of drama. Doi keeps it simple. Nasrul plays it up the line, just out of play though. Kishan couldn't keep it in. Easily read from Lionel Tan. Hafi's doing well again in the middle of the park, and it's a big burst forwards. Nafel playing it wide. Balestier's turn this time. Zuzo. Shino. You can see what he was trying to do. I think there was as much communication there, which is why Nasrul Nazari had to lunge in and clear his lines. We have another long throw. Bruncevic has gone forwards. Lovely little turn though from Kracic. Fires it in. Fisted away from Ridwan. Not far enough. Akil gets there first. And now the counter-attack's on, and it's Hougang that do have numbers coming forwards. Kishan. Lovely little ball with the outside of the foot. Time and space here. Hidraki skips past one and fires it into that far corner. That is a cool, calm finish from the 22-year-old who makes absolutely no mistake. And it's that sucker punch and the counter-attack that's cost Balestier dear yet again. Here it is. Lovely ball threaded forwards from Hafiz just into the open play. But Kishan plays his part here. That little flick with the outside of the foot and then the little change of feet and pace from Hidraki is more than Balestier can deal with. 3-1 they lead. Marco down in front of us, not happy at all. Actually decided to sit down now. And there's a slip, and it's a big slip as well from Amir, but well, they're chasing down and the pressure's on. Hazwan, time, space, tries to pick his spots and fires over. Well, mistakes all round here. Just a little bit of composure needed. Not that long to go before half-time now. Hougang probably deserve to be in the lead. I think you have to say on the balance of play. They did get caught with that sucker punch though. They were attacking and the counter-attack from Hougang was absolutely spot on. Here's Hoshino. Hoshino from range. Pulls his shot wide. Well, Clement Teo now decides it's his turn to get up and have a few words with the players. Did take a little deflection and a nick though. So corner for Balestier. It's not the best corner. Straight to the first man who manages to clear it easy. Gareth Lowe fires one long and deep. Nice little knockdown and not a bad little effort. Well, yet again, it was Bruncevic that nodded it down. It fell to Faisal Rafi, who just couldn't sort his feet out quickly enough. Opportunity gone. It's a lovely little flick. Hidraki. Hyman. Another big loopy one. Doi the target. Kishon it was that was coming in at the far post. Hafi's working hard but losing out. Yamazaki scoops it forwards, looking for Doi. Shouts of handball from everybody. I think the ball just ricocheting between two players. Nazrul. I'm going to say that was good play there yet again from Nafel, who pushed on and was just skipping past the challenges. Akil just a little bit far away there as Nishino lost out. Good work again from Kishon down the right hand side. Just gets helped back to his feet. No love lost there from Faisal. Well, they won't want another big defeat, that's for sure. Balestier, so they need to do something. Yamazaki with the ball in, headed away from Bruncevic. Not far enough. Hidraki just slip him at the optimum moment. Marco really not happy down in front of us. Has already got a couple of subs warming up as well, so we may see a change or two at the start of the second 45 minutes. Hafi's doing well, just creating that yard to look to try and put something into the box. Had a good game, has the experience as we mentioned, and has just added that stability to the middle of the park for Hougang today. Easily claimed in the end by Zeifel. Wanted to release it early, but in the end finds Osino has support. Puvan. Osino just loses out yet again. Hafiz with a lovely measured pass to Nazrul. No fault, playing it wide. Hyman. Well, the challenges were adjudged a little bit too strong from Balestier there. Kenneth Lowe doesn't agree. Doesn't matter, the referee's given it. Again, an opportunity for Yamazaki to deliver some quality into the box. Ball fired in, and well, bodies throwing themselves at it. Zeki Baliev it was that was trying to get on the end of that one. Has got the solitary goal this season. In fact, it's quite amazing when you look at the Hougang starting 11. 11 of the 18 goals they've scored before going into today's game was scored from Tomoyuki Doi. So they will be happy that they are sharing the goals around, that is for sure. Jackie Baliev getting up very, very early there and just right over the back and over the top of Hoshino. Well, an interesting addition to the squad from Kyrgyzstan for Hougang. There's no question about that, but he's still young enough. Signed from Sivasspor, the under-21 side there from Turkey. He's only 21. So a chance to deliver into the box. Floated forwards. Hoshino goes for cross the goal and it's headed in. So late drama right here at the end of the first 45. And yet again, it's Faisal Rafi who gets in front of the strikers, and on the end of that one, well, game definitely back on. 5 goals so far in the opening 45 minutes. It's a well-worked free kick. There's no question about that. It's a lovely ball played over the top for Hoshino, who fired it across goal. And on the stroke of half-time, it's Faisal Rafi who makes a little dent in the deficit. Well, 2 minutes we have that's going to be added on at the end of the first 45, and now you say it's Hougang that can't wait for the half-time whistle to come. Marco surely will have a few words with his side, there's no question about that. But they could do with half-time not coming. We are going to have a card here, and it's Marco who receives it. So Marko Kraljevic gets the yellow card. Not 100% what that's for. He has been awarded though. Interesting. Okay, so this could be the last opportunity of the first 45. I do think now we will see the ball being thrown in from Hazwan. Drilled forwards, looking for the big man. Nodded back down. Zuzul on the turn, keeps it simple. Hoshino fires it back in, and well, Ridwan at his near post had to scramble down very, very quickly. Well, we're almost done here for this first 45. The referee puts the whistle to his mouth and says that will do. And well, 5 goals means it's been a thoroughly entertaining encounter. Zuzul got us going after just 3 minutes by slotting one home before Yamazaki scored, and we'd had 2 goals within 10 minutes. Lionel Tan from a corner made it 2-1 for Hougang before Idraki made it 3-1. And then Faisal, right at the death, has managed to score to mean it's 3-2 here at half-time at the Hougang Stadium, and all to play for in the second 45 minutes. Thoroughly entertaining. We will see changes, that's for sure. But currently it's Hougang United that are leading Balestier Khalsa by 3-2. We'll be back very, very soon. So a thoroughly entertaining game here at the Hougang Stadium that's seen 5 goals in that first 45 minutes, 2 in the first 10 minutes. Who would have thought that that would have transpired? However, it was a nice open game, but you do have to say on the balance of play, it is probably Hougang that do deserve just to be in the lead. This was the opening goal though. Zuzol doing ever so well. Hazwan pulling it back. Hoshino with a layoff. Well, that's gone straight through Ridwan. That was after just 3 minutes, but Zuzol pulling the trigger and just bending it in and gets himself another goal for the season. He'll be definitely happy with that. This was the second opportunity of the game, you have to say, and it was, of course, the shot from Doi. Then the goal came, and it's the man who, quite an amazing stat, he's not missed a league game in the S League now, in the Singapore Premier League, for 4 years. Yamazaki was the man that gave them a 2-1 lead. Then there was this corner, a nice little flick from Lionel Tan to make it 3-1. And you thought that, well, that might just be enough for this first 45 minutes. But we weren't going to be having any of that. Hazwan went close as he tried to take on the defence and pick out that far corner. It had gone past Ridwan. Lovely piece of skill here as well. And no mistake to make it 3 from Hidraki. Did ever so well there, just checked back inside and just slipped the challenge there as Puvant was just caught wanting. Opportunity late on from Hazwan, but this was about it really, you have to say. This being the final action of that first 45 minutes as it was played back across from Hoshino and Faisal Rafi, who kept pushing further forwards beyond the strikers. Managed to get his just rewards. He's had a good first 45 minutes, to be fair, and well, there is the tail of the tape. So 6 shots to 9, but 3 on target, so the percentage is higher from Hougang of hitting the target. They have had more corners, but the offsides are just 1 to Balestier. There is 1 yellow card, but that won't be shown there because it's not a player that received it. It was Marko Kraljevac, so that one won't go there. Over at the Bishan Stadium, it is the Lion City Sailors drawing with Geylang International. It was the Sailors that went ahead through Plazabat after just 22 minutes before Moorish pulled one back in the 27th minute. So this result, if it stays this way, the Lions City Sailors, means that Hougang will be right back in the mix, and it's definitely going to be Tampines and Albirex Niigata licking their lips that that result over there at Bishan stays the same. But we're at Hougang, and we will have the second half coming up for you in just a few minutes' time.
every choice you make. We are part of a global wellness program with over 1.65 million members in AIA across Asia. And in Singapore, we have more than 100,000 members on AIA Vitality. Members live healthier by knowing their health through online health assessments and screenings. They improve their health by logging exercises and enjoying the rewards to keep them going. And indeed, members are making improvements in their health. Even the vitality age gap has narrowed to less than a year. Best of all, you earn points for every activity. The higher your status, the greater the rewards, including up to 15% off insurance premium on selected AIA plans. To keep you going, there is the weekly fitness challenge with personalized targets to help pace and improve your fitness. When you complete the challenge, you get a spin on the Vitality Wheel to earn Vitality Coins, which you can use at the marketplace. That's not all. You also earn AIA Vitality Points for completing these activities. And very soon, you'll be on your way to Platinum status. And we sweeten the deal further with many exciting partner benefits that you can enjoy. With AIA Vitality, nothing gets better than a healthier you. So get onto AIA Vitality today because your health is every choice you make.
Very warm welcome back to the Hougang Stadium. It's Hougang United 3, Balestier Khalsa 2. The last gas goal at the end of that first 45 means that Balestier have got themselves back into this one. There's no question about that. Over at the Jalan Besar Stadium, I said Bishan Stadium earlier, but it is a home fixture for Lion City Sailors. There's no question about that. They are 1-1 with Geylang International, and it was Geylang pulling a goal back just 5 minutes after Plazabat had given the Lion City Sailors the lead in the 22nd minute. Well, lots of opportunity, lots of goals here. Will we get the same the second 45? It does look as though there's going to be a couple of changes, and it looks as though Hougang are going to be making a change. Does look as though it's going to be Shawal Anwar that will come on. Kishan Philip, I think it is, who's going to go out. Yeah, an interesting one. Well, there are the sides putting themselves and getting themselves all together. There's going to be a change for Balestier as well by the looks of things. Here is Shawal. He is coming on, so there's no question or doubt about that. Well, the 30-year-old signed in 2020 from Geylang. 10 caps for the national team, being given his opportunity. Balestier. It does look as though there's a change there as well. Ahmed Saye is the man that's coming in, and it is going to be Puvan that will go out. There's going to be two changes there as well. It's going to be the man that was left out today, Fadli Kamis, he's coming on. And it is going to be Akil that will go out, so two youngsters making way. So there's confirmation of the changes. So the referee has been busy, there's no question about that. Look to get us going, and it will be Hougang kicking from left to right that will start us off for this one. On ball played forward, so intent straight away there from Hougang. They'll want to try and see this one off very, very quickly and try and get themselves another goal. Nicely played forwards, looking for Zuzor. Straight away into the thick of the action is Ahmed Sahir. In themselves a very early corner here. Can they make it count? That is the big question. Fired in. Well, there's bodies everywhere, but the challenge wasn't legal, said the referee. Marco definitely not happy. That's for sure. So a slow start then, really, to this second 45. Good, strong, solid header from Shawal. No one making the run behind, though. It's a big stride forwards from Bruncevic. Taken quickly. They want to get on with this now. Kajkek, not really seen that much of him in that first 45 minutes. Shino with the header on. Easily dealt with. Doy does well to chase back in there and put the challenge on. Nice ball, clipped forwards, but well read. I mean, Hakim in the right place at the right time, then fires one out to that far side. Has one. Just loses out. Both sides guilty of conceding possession. And a nudge in the back there from Zuzor. He's going to get a telling off, that's for sure. And the referee saying, please no more of that. Oh, Marco's still not happy. He thinks that they're taking a little bit too long before taking that free kick, and just a little bit sarcastic there, just turning around and asking if he should receive a red card. Mohamed, who slotted in at right back exceptionally well today, it has to be said. Good game from him so far. This boy's had a good game as well. Hafiz does well. Just gets the ball poked away from him though. Hashino on the turn. Clip forwards. Was he offside? Zuzor was right on the cusp there, but it's Ridwan who comes a long way and launches that one off the field of play. That looked like a free kick. Zuzor Gets away from his man, though. Gets into the box. Checks back, pulls it back. What a chance that was. What a golden opportunity for Krajcik. He just checked to the edge of the box and waited for that pullback, but just pushed his shot wide. What a chance. Zuzul doing well. Using his upper body strength there, and then there's the opportunity. Couple of white shirts with free headers there. And now that quick counter-attack could come. Now that should be a yellow card because that was a little bit naughty there from Hoshino. He'd gone past the man and Hoshino did take him out. No yellow card given. Can bring you some surprising news that Geylang International are just waiting for confirmation. Look as though they've scored again, which would give them the lead. Bring you confirmation of that in a minute. Krajcik fighting away. Be a throw into Balestier. You just feel that this game now is going to get very, very niggly. Just got one of those feelings when these kind of things do start to happen and players do throw themselves on the line. That's how vital and important the points are for today's game. Zuzul trying that backflip that he tried in the first half. Mohamed goes to ground, play allowed to continue. Handball, or no, it's obstruction. If he's raised his arm there, it's an indirect free kick. Yep, that's what it is for the obstruction, lying on the ball. So a chance for Balestier to get themselves right back in this game. Ball fired in, it's deep, it's right under the keeper, but Ridwan just fists it away to safety. Not far enough, and now that counter-attack's on again. There's the pace that Shawar has. He has bodies going forwards. Doy's in the middle, couldn't pick anybody out, gets a second bite at the cherry. Floats it in this time to the far post, onside. And a half chance. Saved with the feet by Zeifel. Indraki it was that shot towards goal, but, well, Balestier can breathe a huge sigh of relief there. That could have been another one. That's the second bite of the cherry from Shawal. Indraki pushing up from deep. Krajcik playing it wide. Ahmad, good work from Ahmad Sayed. Pulls it back to the far post area. Nobody there, just flicked away from Nazrul. So Balestier making a fist of it this second half. They are the side in the ascendancy. Well, just as you say that, a sloppy shot comes in like that and, well, that's the opportunity gone. That'll give Hougang the opportunity to just take a little breather and regroup. So Ridwan drilling that one forwards, and again it's Krajcik that wins it. Yamazaki losing out, and well, you could see exactly what Hoshino was trying to do there. Measured and trying to pick his spot in that bottom corner. Just wide. But it'll go down as another opportunity for Balestier. Well, that's going to be a yellow card for Ridwan. So a little shake of the head. He can't quite believe that. It's his first yellow card of the season. Just a little bit of time wasting. Hoshino with the ball over the top. Zuzul on the run. Has three white shirts looking to break into the box here. Well defended from Nazrul. And the slice shot coming in from Faisal Rafi. Always going wide. Well, the man that pulled a goal back right at the end of that first 45 minutes. Did really have a better option, but just lashed at it a little bit. Chow wins the header. Doi on the chase. Just chopping away there at the heels of Bruncevic. Concedes the free kick, so Balestier can look to come forwards now. Haswan helps it on. Lovely ball. Zuzul just jumps in there. That was brave from Ridwan. Had to attack the ball and committed himself. He was in an offside position there. That's why he didn't chase after the ball as well. That was better from Ridwan. See a huge puff of the cheeks there as well. Had to commit and had to sprint out of his box and off his line. Just slightly underplayed on that occasion from Amir. Good closing down though, making sure there was no time and space for Zamad Saye. Nicely played from Hafiz, winning that ball back. Fadli just gets caught. Shawel a bit overzealous, trying to go into the challenge there. Definitely the intensity level has slightly dropped from Hougang, but it's definitely upped and picked up from Balestier this second half. Almost an hour gone. Hougang 3, Balestier 2. Little header from Mohamed. That's nice play. Ball clip forwards from Yamazaki. Big loud shout there from Zaiful Nizam. Big diagonal, looking for the run there of Haswan. Marco's still not happy down in front of us. Return from Hoshino. Has the support. Fadli. Back inside. Faisal. Ahmad. It's a poor ball from Hoshino. Not enough power or pace on it. Shawal. Too flat, so that will go straight through to Zeifel. So both sides giving the ball away a little bit too much. Well, he's come off that worse, Mohaimin, and Mohaimin's been booked for that. It just looked as though both players were coming together. It really looked as though there was too much in that. All Kracic has tried to do is roll him. Mohaimin got sucked in, went for the ball, and the end gets a yellow card. So Mohaimin becomes the second player to come into the book for Hougang. Ball floated forwards. There's that counter-attack again. Oh, a strong challenge coming in yet again. This time it was from Idraki. Ball scooped and spooned up into the air. There's a little bit of composure needed now. A little bit of work being asked there from Ahmed Saeed. There's the man who just got the yellow card, Mohaimin. He just played it up the line. Machino cuts inside, looks for the runner Zuzul. Good touch from him. That's good tracking back though, yet again from Hafiz, and the shot comes in, but it's deflected wide for another corner. And there's the man that did get the yellow card. Need confirmation of that at the moment, in a moment or two's time, but he's got to defend now along with the rest of his side. Ball fired in. Oshino at the far post, flicked away, and an important touch as well. That was from Zakibayev. Krajic fires one in as well. The volley had time and space as well. And that's a wasted opportunity from Amir Hakim. Well, that was definitely a chance. Here's Mohaimin. Almost just threading that through. Losing out though, and now the attack is on for Balestier. Krajic. Krajic. And Gareth Lowe. Krajic. And he's Lowe. Just helps it down the line. Zuzul battling and fighting away. There's the yellow card situation. That's on the pitch, of course. Let's not forget that Marko Kraljevic did have a yellow card on the bench for something he said to the officials. Could find him in hot water. Oh, Time and space. Krasic a chance to fire one in. Hits the first man though. But the pressure starting to mount. 65 minutes gone. Still 3-2 in favour of Hougang. Much better fighting and spirited performance from Balestier this second 45. Hoshino pulled the trigger, deflected wide. Hafiz it was that closed down quickly. I'll tell you that it is actually the Lion City Sailors that have gone 2-1 in the lead at the Jalan Stadium. Saiful Akbar scoring after 57 minutes. Corner fired in, easily dealt with. Long range shot, ball bouncing and bobbling around. They don't clear their lines, and again a third bite of the cherry there. Pushed just wide from Gareth Lowe. And you have to say that was an opportunity. And you do have to say that if Balestier do get something from this game, they will have deserved it. This performance, the second 45, a lot better. Krasic, this is all trying to get on the end of things. Hougang look as though they just need to compose themselves a little bit more. Deflected out of play, so it will be the Hougang throw. Shawal having to drop deep. Baliev. I'm in. That's a lovely little touch and turn as well from Nafel. Straight at the chest though of Bruncevic. Gareth Lowe is pushed into the middle of the park. Trying to get on the ball as well and threading that through, but easily cut out in the end. Good one, clearing his lines. A chance going through here. Saiful had to be on his toes and was. Had to be alive because the pace there of Idraki trying to get to the ball. It's almost a nothing ball forwards. I think it's just a slip more than anything. Let's just hope he's going to be okay. The referee calls for the water break now. Marco's still not happy down in front of us. He might talk his way into another yellow card if that's the case, and he could get sent off if he carries on the way he's going. There's confirmation from the referee that everyone will go for the water break. They just have jarred that slightly. Idraki. So the players able to get themselves hydrated, which of course is important. Just a fraction over 20 minutes to go, as we will be having a little bit of stoppage time, you would feel, but it does look as though another change may be made. Not sure that Idraki can carry on. Been one of the lively players for Hougang, there's no doubt or questioning that. Sheffield, it looks as though it will be coming on. So he's been thrown into the mix as well today. So Sheffield replaces Idraki. Well, sportingly, they give the ball back. And a chance here. Krajic just drops the shoulder, goes for that near post, and there is the equaliser. And you have to say, thoroughly deserved from Balestier so far. This second 45 minutes. It's his 5th goal of the season. It takes him to the top of the goal-scoring charts for Balestier. But after this second half commitment shown from the Tigers, it's only what they deserve. Everybody backed off, allowed far too much time and space, and Krajic made absolutely no mistake. Well, will we have a winner? That's going to be the question that will be answered in the next 20 minutes. Very, very interesting now. Ball played straight through, though, looking for Shawal. Saiful Nizam had to come a long way and deal with that, which he did straight away. Ashino helps that one on. Krajic just slipped at that precise moment where he needed to be on his feet. Ball cleared from Hafiz. All the way straight through to Ridwan. Easy for the keeper. Well, you heard the shouts of play, play, play. There is all to play for. So it's whoever has that little bit more will win this game. Runcevic finding Gareth Lowe. He gets caught out. Here's Tomoyuki Doi. It's Doi. It's deflected. It's a corner. Do not want to be giving that man time and space to take a shot. 11 goals so far this season. So a chance to apply a little bit more pressure here from Hougang. Drilled in. Oshino with a header away. And the counter-attack is definitely on here for Balestier. Zuzul. Well, did ever so well to get there, but just fired it forwards instead of just keeping possession. I was talking to the former Warriors coach, Minko Grabovac, about Zuzul. Said he liked him, big frame, big strong player. Real quality that he had and that he showed back in the Balkans. He's dropping back in as well, having to defend. Clementio not happy at all. Marco not happy at all. So both coaches, well, they've got one thing in common. They're both not happy. Who would be at 3-3? Well, Marco clearly thought that that ball hadn't crossed the line. Of course, the rule is that the ball has to cross the whole of the line. If any part of the ball is out of play but some is on the line, then that's considered in play. Here's Shawal. Lovely little ball down the line for Nazrul. Nazrul pulls it back. Well defended from Bruncevic. He clears his lines. Will we have a winner? He had an absolute explosive start. 2 goals in the first 10 minutes. 5 goals in the first half. We're all square going into the last 10. By the looks of things. Still a minute or two away from that. There's the opportunities. 8-20. Geylang. Obviously, they'll be the same as the Lion City Sailors, but the chances there that Balestier have been absolutely double, treble what Hougang have had. Ball fired in. Ashino with the header away. Counter-attacks on again here, as Hazwan got himself upended. Ashino. Big diagonal for him. It's not got enough though. Saki Baliev with the header. And here's Shafiq Ghani. Well, he did get caught. That's going to be a yellow card. There you go. Kashik's the man that scored that equaliser, goes into the book as well. Don't think you can argue with that one. But what it does is it puts his side under a little bit of pressure here, because there's an opportunity to deliver some quality into the box. It's a decent ball. Easily won though by Bruncevic. Everybody jumping out of the way. Quick feet there from Shawal. Now time and space. Krasic just fires it out wide. Zuzul. Hazwan just trying to help that on, but it didn't help. We are going to see another change in a minute. Oh, Shao Lishak looks as though he's going to be getting a bit of a run. Well, surprising they haven't brought him on a little bit earlier to try and stabilise things in the middle of the park. Yukidoy just couldn't bring that under control, so it goes all the way through to Zeifel yet again. Well, Balestier are going to have to make a change as well, but this change is definite. This is going to happen. Well, I was going to say, there is no 26 on the pitch. There is a 24, and that's Nafel. He is coming off, and, well, the vastly experienced veteran Shao Lishak will make his 4th appearance of the season, the 37-year-old. 143 caps for the national team, and of course the former and the first ever AFF Player of the Year back in 2013. It's amazing that nearly 10 years on, he's still playing his trade. But that experience will be needed in the middle of the park here, just to get somebody to get on the ball and keep possession. Just limping off on that far side is Faisal Rafi. It looks as though he may be the man going off. And is it Gautam? It's Gautam Silvamani that's coming on. Yep, that's exactly what it is. So Faisal will go off. It will be Gautam that comes on. Kashish with a little flick on. He had to defend properly there, did Zagabaliev. Loses out on that occasion though. Ashino just tried to thread it through the eye of a needle. Didn't come off for them. Amir Hakim gives it away. Shawal tries to just punt it forwards with the end of his toe. And a little bit of a crazy spell from both sides, just conceding possession. Shawal back there, chasing in, trying to win possession, and does well. Uses his experience there, just playing the ball, trying to play it round the corner. Gautam closing down and wins the throw. Well, it's been given. Well, both coaches, I don't know who's shouting louder. They're both not happy. Well, I don't know if they're shouting at each other now. There's the touch. It did look as though it was the chest, to be honest. But Yamazaki unlucky, and it's definitely been given as a free kick. And what would happen now if this ball goes in the back of the net? Well, Hazwan it will be to deliver. Can he provide that quality? Well, he slips. Danger not clear yet, though. Still not clear. Now, he's clear to an extent, but not far enough. Zuzul fires it towards the penalty spot. Well read and good defending there from Lionel Tan. Shawal Ishak trying that big diagonal switch. Easily dealt with, though. Machino pings it wide. Hazwan. No handball given on that occasion. And now it's Clement's turn to not be happy. Long range shot fired in. Well, Gautam has just come on as a substitute. Tried his luck, but easily dealt with by Ridwan. We might have a little bit of a grandstand last 5 minutes here. Tomoyuki Doi. It was his goal that separated these two sides on the 10th of April when they met earlier in the season. Lovely header back inside there from Shawal. Shawal Ishak just couldn't flick that through. Tomoyuki Doi had made the run. And now it's Balestier's turn to come forwards. Offside. Whistle's gone. And he has switched flanks now, has Shawal. Wins a corner. been a live wire since he's come on, that's for sure. There's Shawal. Can Yamazaki provide a little bit of quality? It's another decent ball in, and there's bodies everywhere, but the referee just blows the whistle. A little bit of cramp going on there. I mean, Hakeem just been helped back to his feet. Just coming together more than anything, and just a spot of cramp as you might expect. Zuzul. Here's Shawal again. A little bit of time and space for him. Shawal Ishak making a run further forwards. Doi tries the reverse pass and finds it. It's a lovely little ball played back across, and it's fired into the back of the net. Well, heartbreak for Balestier, but it's a very, very well-worked goal. There's no question about that. And Shawal coming on has made all the difference. There's no questions. Here it is again. Shawal really has been a threat down the left and now down the right, but Shawal Ishak makes a fantastic run. Doi finds him yet again. Just plays it back across goal. And the simplest of tap-ins from Hafiz. He won't score a simpler goal in his career. His second of the season. And he was in the right place at the right time. Yeah, that's going to be a free kick and a yellow card. There's no doubt about that. On the far side. It's as though Nazrul will find himself going into the book. Well, we thought we'd have a grandstand finish and a little bit of drama, and that's exactly what we've got. Will we have even more drama? 90 seconds left before the fourth official raises the board. There's confirmation of the goal. In the 88th minute, just 2 minutes left on the clock. He's gone for goal, but it's high and over the top from Krajic. Easily dealt with by Gutam. Kajic back into the centre. Gareth Lowe helps it on. Shafigani. Charlisat making another run forwards, with possession being kept. I did say you needed that little bit of experience on the field of play, and Charlisat has added that stability. There's no question about that. A little question being asked there of Ridwan. who just clears his lines. So almost a minute through the first of 4. Krajic heads it wide. Here's Fadley, plays it back. Krajic closed down very, very quickly. I wonder how many times Tomoyuki Doi's played in a game where his side has scored 4 goals and he's not on the score sheet. That's a question for you. Shino plays it wide, intercepted. Now that counter-attack's on because there are a couple of shirts breaking forwards. There is Tomoyuki Doi. Shafi Ghani got the free kick, and that's exactly what he wanted. Baliev. Well, they're having to squeeze up now, and that's why the space has opened up for Shaolishat to run in behind. Shaolishat fires it in. Easy pickings for Zaiful. Krajic got decent ball in, and well, just getting a fingertip to it was Ridwan. Well, it looked like he got a fingertip to it, but a goal kick has been awarded. A little discussion between the officials, and well, when you look at it from there, it did look as though he pulled his arms away. Well, someone's going to get told off here on the bench again because the 4th official has called the referee across. And, well, if he's going to be in trouble, it could be a second yellow and we could have our first red tonight, or is it going to be the assistant? Well, it's the assistant this time, I think. One of the assistants, one of the coaching staff for Marco. Well, the bench has 2 yellow cards. The players for his side only have 1. So that's the one battle that they've won tonight. What they haven't done is won the 3 points, and it looks as though it's going the way that they're not going to win a single point here. You have to say they deserve something out of the game because of that spirited second 45-minute performance, but there's still time. The clock is still running. Hoshino plays it wide, time and space. Krajic comes back inside. Just one touch too many. Krajic again tries to fire it goal bound, and it's gone over the top. Is that the last opportunity for them? Yes, it is. The referee blows the full-time whistle. Spirited, you have to say, a second 45-minute performance coming in from Balestier Khalsa. However, Hougang in that first half did what they had to do. Balestier made a really, really good fist of it, but just couldn't get anything from this game. 7 different goal scorers we've had on the night, and it's come with late drama at the end of the first 45 and late drama at the end of the game. Zuzul, it was on 3 that gave us the start. Balestier went 1-0 up. Yamazaki made it 1-1 before Lionel Tan and Idraki made it 3-1. We thought that was going to be it for the first half before Faisal pulled one back to make it 3-2. Krajic in the 72nd minute equalised and squared things all up before that late goal from Hafiz to mean that Hougang United will take the spoils and they'll take the 3 points, and it's a big 3 points for them. There's no question about that. It keeps them in touching distance of Lion City Sailors and Tampines Rovers and Albirex Niigata. But at the Hougang Stadium, it's finished Hougang 4, Balestier 3. So handshakes all round, or fist pumps I should say, obviously with the social distancing measures, and it'll be a happy side, that's for sure. One person who won't be happy though, as I mentioned, was Tomoyuki Doi. Can't think that he's played in many games where his side have scored 4 goals and he's not been on the goal scoring sheet, but he'll be happy, no doubt about that, that his side took all 3 points. Nice to see the players going over and appreciating the coach and the coaching staff of the other benches as well. I think with this situation that's happening, COVID throughout the world, I think everybody has turned around and it really has brought people together. So that's a very, very important thing, and it's shown there with the spirit of the game as well. Well, what happened throughout this 90 minutes? Well, if you forgot, we can help remind you. This is what happened in just the 3rd minute for you. Lovely ball played back, simple from Zuzol to give Balestier a 1-0 lead. Almost the perfect start for Marco and his Balestier side, but it wasn't to pan out that way over the 90 minutes. This was the opportunity, the closest that Tomoyuki Doi came to scoring. In fact, it was the only chance that he had throughout the 90 minutes. Then Yamazaki, the man who hasn't missed an SPL game in 4 years, made no mistake from 30 yards away. Both keepers can be to blame for the first goals that were scored, but this one was a nice little glancing header from the skipper, Lionel Tan. Up from the back, just glanced it into that far corner to give Hougang the lead. They kept coming forwards, though, Balestier. They had that never say die attitude, and Aswan went close. That wasn't just close enough, though. But this, you thought, was going to be the killer blow. Lovely, lovely skill. Lovely work from Hidraki to create that opportunity for himself and fire it into that far corner. That meant that Hougang were 3-1 up, and we thought that that was going to be it for half. But it wasn't, because Balestier kept coming. Haswan with a snapshot from the edge of the box. They did have their opportunities and chances. There's no question about that. As the game went on, though, the legs did get tired from both sides. There was a little bit of needle, a little bit of niggle. Yellow cards shown. But there was a couple of deciding factors. This was one of them. Krajcik cutting back inside and then going back to the goalkeeper's near post, making absolutely no mistake in the bottom corner. Pulled the trigger, gave Ridwan no chance in goal. You thought that was going to be it? Well, it wasn't. This is the deciding moment. It happened with just 2 minutes left on the clock, and the man who's worked his socks off, Hafiz, made absolutely no mistake to give Hougang all 3 points. Another look at this. Good work down the flank. There was no question about that. It was really good from Shawal, who came on. It was a real live wire, but the simplest of tap-ins from Hafiz. But this will tell you a different story. 23 shots for Balestier, only 5 on target. That just tells you where their problem lies. Again, the percentage better for Hougang, but it's only the numbers at the top that really count. Hougang United 4, Balestier Khalsa 3. Well, we do know that there's another game going on. We were trying to bring you up to speed on that. But this is the round of fixtures and the results that we've had so far. Tanjong Pagar and Young Lions. Well, that got postponed because of lightning, so that will be updated later. Tampines and Albrechts Nagata, the battle at the top, finished 2-2. But it's the Lion City Sailors that will jump back above Tampines Rovers as they defeat Geylang by 2-1. What does that do for the table? Well, there you go. There's that little jump. But this 3 points for Hougang does keep them in touch, and that is vitally important. They do have that game in hand on Tampines, but there is still all to play for those top 4 spots and positions in the Super League. What have we got coming up next week? Tampines Rovers, Balestier. Can Balestier end this losing streak? They seem to be conceding 4 goals on far too regular basis. Albrechts Nagata will look to extend their lead at the top of the table. Hougang will want to keep in touch with Albrechts, Tampines and Lion City Sailors as they take on Geylang. Lion City Sailors and Tanjong Pagar promises fireworks. So, just one more time, in case you're just joining us, it's been a fantastic night of football, a wonderful first 45 minutes that gave us goals galore. It was a spirited performance from Balestier Khalsa, but it's ended up with Hougang taking the spoils and winning by 4 goals to 3. Thank you.